Today, an increasing number of Chinese TV dramas and films choose to revisit the stories of ancient emperors, generals, and premiers. Apart from their grand historical narratives, various gorgeous palace costumes appearing in these TV dramas and films also attracted wide attention. The coiling dragon images of emperor costumes are sublime and imposing, and the images of flying birds and running beasts of civilian and military officials are gorgeous and sophisticated. These fine stitchworks replicate palace embroidery artworks of the old days, which were the highest-ranking fine art in ancient China. Beijing embroidery, or jingxiu, deeply influenced by palace embroidery tradition, enjoys a unique position in the Chinese traditional embroidery arts. Beijing has a history of 3,000 years as a city, and has a history of 800 years as the capital city. Rulers of Liao, Jin, Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties all made Beijing their capital city. During Liao dynasty, Beijing established its first embroidery academy, Xiuyuan, mainly for making palace costumes. This marked the origin of palace embroidery arts in Beijing. During Ming and Qing dynasties, jingxiu reached its heyday. Palace embroideries at that time were selective in materials, sophisticated in stitching skills, and elegant in appearances. Premium folk embroideries were also influenced by the style of palace embroidery arts. During Qing dynasty, palace embroidery arts became increasingly popular in Beijing. During the late years of Qing dynasty, many embroidery shops emerged in Beijing, which combined the styles and skills of palace embroidery arts with more folk and daily life contents. Jingxiu got its name during this period. In more than 800 years, emperors of different dynasties built their palaces in Beijing. Costume demands of various royal courts provided fertile ground for the formation, birth, development, and prosperity of jingxiu. Jingxiu is also an embodiment of the wisdom and artistic creativity of ancient Chinese. Originated in North China, jingxiu has a style that is rather different from the civilian embroidery arts of South China. With stringent specifications, diverse images, and deep symbolic meanings, jingxiu is renowned for its decency, grandiosity, elegant colors, and imposing royal style. As a saying about jingxiu goes, all images have symbolic meanings, and all grooves convey auspiciousness. The image patterns of jingxiu mainly include mountains, rivers, flowers, birds, dragons, phoenix, flying birds, running beasts, and 8 auspicious symbols, jixiang, babao, etc. Every image pattern is designed to convey auspiciousness, and every component of it reflects on certain things in people's daily life. Delicate and sophisticated emblazonries can demonstrate the noble status and spiritual pursuits of the wearers and convey auspiciousness and elegance. Jingxiu is very selective in its choice of threads. The craftsmen prefer to divide selected threads into more tenuous threads by hand. Thereafter, they will use various needling skills and color changes to present different shapes. Fine jingxiu embroideries are featured with superb needling work, bright and even laces, and glaring colors. Jingxiu is famous for its use of expensive materials. Craftsmen generally choose the best quality satins and threads. Apart from those silk-made threads, they also make and use large amounts of gold and silver threads. Pingjin Dazi, the most prestigious pattern of jingxiu, has images that are made with gold threads. With the collapse of China's 2,000 years feudal empire system in the early 20th century, palace embroidery also came to an end. As a result, jingxiu craftsmen left the palace and spread their skills to the wide society. Meanwhile, the artistic styles of palace embroidery had lasting influences on folk embroidery. The development of jingxiu entered a new phase since then. On 11th November 2014, jingxiu was included in the list of Chinese intangible cultural heritage. In recent years, successors of jingxiu heritage increasingly employed jingxiu skills in the production of modern clothing. In this way, jingxiu was able to take its roots in our daily life and realize its rejuvenation.